Oh yeah, let's get started. I think we're live. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is Shadowgate for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and we are about to continue from where we left off. I see you, Morg Effects. I see you in the chat. And last we left off, we were in this spooky library, which is redundant because all books are scary. Literature is the most powerful weapon any man can possess. And all of these books are possessed, because it's a game about ghosts and castles and shit. So hey, last we left off, we were here, as I was explaining. And then I was like, oh shit, look at the time, I gotta go. Like, I made an excuse so that I could leave, basically. Y'all figured that out. Y'all saw what was happening. And damn, yeah, like last episode took me an hour and a half. It took me an hour and a half to get here. And if you know anything about this game, you might not know that you can beat it, you know, pretty casually in like 30 to 45 minutes. If you really know what you're doing, you can beat this game in under 15 minutes. Foist says Inked Freddy Fazbear. Yo, check this shit out. I'm about to stick my jewel in this tiny little hole. The bookcase slowly slides away, revealing a hidden passage. I knew it was there. But hey, let's go in here. Yo, there is an awesome... This is a cozy room. I like this. This room is dominated by a large fireplace set in a red brick wall. Well, I'm gonna take a bunch of stuff. You can't take it. I am gonna take it. Look, I took the poker. I'm gonna use the flames on these wooden logs to start a fire. You torch the firewood. Fire starts burning, adding warmth to the room. Yeah, that's kind of nice. I don't think there's any, like, there's so much stuff in this room that you just absolutely do not need to take. But I'm gonna take the poker and the bellows and whatever this is. The cup? Sure. But the whole point of this room is, you'll notice, there's a globe. It is a globe mounted on a stand for display. It shows all the known lands and some of the unknown ones. Like, whoever made this globe had like a crazy knowledge. They must have had pictures from space. By the way, I got a drink with me. I got a Twisted Tea peach flavor, not sponsored. This is like some D&D stuff. Yo, Ink Freddy Fazbear, if you've never seen this game, buckle the F up, because you're in for a treat. This is one of my favorites. Shadowgate, seriously, is one of my all-time favorite games, and I like it because you can kind of play it with someone else or with a group of people, even if there's only one person holding the controller, you know what I mean? Like, it's like basically this storybook adventure that everyone sitting on the couch can contribute their ideas to, and essentially play or pilot the game while not even holding a controller. But anyway, the thing I'm supposed to do right here is use the Terak spell. Spell was chanted, Terak. A large crack appears around the equator of the globe. Yeah, that kind of sounds like what that word means. I just cracked open the world. So now what I can do is I can open this globe, and inside there is a key for me, as well as a bottle of something that I don't think I need, but let's take it. Let's take it and get out of here. Globe, checkmate, flat earthers. Oh my gosh. Flat Earth is one of my favorite conspiracies, by the way. Because, like, no one can explain to me why our government would possibly try to trick us into thinking the Earth was round if it was in fact flat. Like, what they say, like, oh, they do that to control you, you know? Which doesn't make any fucking sense, because if the Earth were actually flat and I thought it was round, what control are they gaining there? Pokeball Earthers? Oh yes, I played this weird but good Pokemon knockoff called Lumions? That sounds interesting. Tell me about that, Ink Freddy Fazbear. Anyway, I got what I needed from that room. It was a key. And I got to use a spell. So now I'm back in this long, drafty-ass hallway with one flight of stairs and several open passages. Black stairs. I'm going this way. And now there's another room with the same music. It smells like a kennel in here. and there are no windows through which to circulate fresh air. I think if you... this steel mesh cage rattles constantly. A simple latch secures it. Yeah, there's like a crazy dog behind there that will kill you if you open the gate. So you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to save a state real quick, so that I can open this door and show you my dog friend. Wait, no, it's not a dog. It's a mutated dog. Okay, it is a dog. Never mind. He pounces on me. It looks like the doctor put something strange in the dog's water. Ha ha ha. Clever joke, but now I'm getting disemboweled. Before you can do anything else, the mutation quickly rips you apart. Hey, it's pretty fucking sad that happened. Alright, let's load up my state here. Excuse me, I have to lean in when I'm messing with the menus here because my eyesight is so poor. Yes, press skull for rip. I think the only thing that is notable in this room... Ugh, there's a strange poisonous-looking liquid in the pot. It really stinks. The only thing you really need is there's like this... it won't open. There's the stone with a handle on it, right? Lab animals can be chained to this stone while performing experiments on them. Oh, that's grim. Do you have to use it? Do I have to use this? The stone rises slowly out of the floor. A shining vial is inside it. Yeah, okay, I guess you have to... That's another thing about this game where, like... I knew this was here, so I was trying to use the open command on it, but I guess use was the correct one, even though open seems like it's more appropriate. Anyway, so there's a vial of water here. The stone descends back into place. This is necessary. The glass vial is filled with clear liquid. The sign of the cross is on it. Oh, it looks like it's holy water. Also, there's some other vials in here. Remember how I said you'll need bottle 2 to make yourself lighter to go up that rickety bridge? If you used that before but weren't able to solve the puzzle up here, you can still find another bottle 2 in this room. And also, there's something back here. What is this? This horseshoe seems to have taken quite a beating. Well, now it will take quite an adventure with me. Let's go. And like I explained before, there are certain... At one point, you meet a sphinx who tells you a riddle, and the riddle can be one of, I think, maybe 10 to 12 things. And depending on the answer to the riddle, you have to bring him a different item. I'll show you all that later. You stand in a small garden. The only sound is of falling water in the night. Also the music. What the hell is this shit? It's a small wooden flute. It looks like it could make wonderful music. If you don't have the gauntlet equipped right now, your hand gets, like, dissolved once you try to reach into the water. Which is weird, because the flute is wooden, right? So if you reach in without the silver gauntlet, your hand melts, but this wooden flute is fine. The sound of the water splashing is music to your ears. You know what else is music? Literal music. By the way, you can put this flute up to your mouth and play it, despite the fact that this water would otherwise kill you. The sound of the flute is very pretty indeed. Does anyone recognize the tune? It seems like you wake from a dream only to find a hole in the tree. Is it real? The flute's music is like magic. Anyway, that little that little tune from the flute is straight out of the game Deja Vu, which I promise I will play for you someday. But yo, look at this shit! It's a ring set with a large black sapphire. Ooh, that sounds fancy. What's up, Douglas White? I see you. Why are all the liquids corrosive? Rogue effects. Just the plumbing was outdated. Like back then they had aqueducts and that's about it, right? Didn't you already play it? Yeah. Sounds like I've played that before. But like the plot of Deja Vu that they're sort of referencing is like you wake up from a stupor and you go throughout this whole, like basically you've been framed for murder, right? And you go through the whole thing being like, is this real? Is this a dream? So that's kind of what they're referencing. Anyway, let's go back through this laboratory. And that's the sound of my torch getting low. So why don't I light a new one? I'll hit the use button. I feel like maybe I don't have as many torches as I should. 5 torches left? I can hurry up, I guess. I see you, Rogue Effect. Oh, also, okay, so let me read this real quick. You are awed by the majestic beauty of this immense banquet hall. I don't know if you saw that, but keep your eyes on this carpet as I re-enter the room. Watch this shit. Do you see that? For a second there was like a hole in it. That's the only reason that when I first played this game, I figured out to do this. Boom! I burned the carpet. The rug quickly catches on fire and burns away. A key can be seen underneath. And, you know, if you want, you can also burn this random tapestry. You torched it! But hey, let's take the key. I'm gonna wait like 1 second, because the key is probably still really hot right now. Made 1 torch and scouts. It was epic. Tell me about that. Key 4 is in hand. I bet all of these doors are locked. The door's locked! Alright. Boom! Okay, key 4 opens the bottom door here. Let's go in here. This is a corridor that I don't... This takes me to, like, the rest of the game, so I'm gonna back up for a second. But not before taking these other torches. Great. So let's move back. I also found a bunch of other keys, did I not? Excuse me. I'm still, like I'm pretty much over this sickness that I've had. And thank God for that, but, I still have, like, a little bit of, like, some roughness in my lungs that makes me cough. You know what I'm talking about. Key doesn't fit, huh? Well, let's try key 5 on this guy. You can't seem to find a keyhole. Did I click it wrong? Alright, cool. So the key worked in this door, so let's see where key 5 takes me. Yo! It appears to be a sphinx. You could probably ask it. It looks at you indifferently. So I think, you know what, I'm gonna save my game here because... I'm gonna quick save a state. Because I think what you're supposed to do is talk to this guy and he gives you a riddle, right? And then when you solve the riddle, you bring him the object that is the answer to the riddle. But also, if you don't talk to him, you could just give him the fucking broom. And he'll be like, oh, you solved my riddle. So let's try that. I'm just gonna use broom on this guy. You have correctly answered my riddle, warrior. That may now pass. Okay. But if I load up the state, he might ask me... Alright, let's try speaking to him and see what happens. Doesn't seem to understand what you say. That's stupid. Well, let me try to move past him. As you moved, the Sphinx spoke. Who are you? No one may pass without my permission. To pass, you must answer a riddle. You look at me, I look back. Your right hand raises, I my left. You speak, but I in vain. Dost thou know? Bring me the answer to my riddle, and I shall let thee pass. Okay, well, clearly that's a mirror. Is the answer to that riddle, but I don't know if I have a mirror. I don't know if I have the mirror. Or maybe I do, but I'm just not seeing it. Either way, that's stupid. I'm gonna load up my save state and just give him the broom. I used birch bark as a wrap and soaked the end in flammable fluids. Let it dry out and used it Olympic style to light our campfire when we were camping. Yo, that's dope. When was that? Were you way too young to be playing with fire? He's just scared you're gonna hit him with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna sweep him away so I can walk up these stairs. Pardon me. Anyway, the riddle for the broom is something like 1,000 legs and 1 long neck. Something, something, something. It's a fucking broom. Anyway, let's go here. It's called a looking glass, nerd, rogue effect. I don't think it is. I think they call it a mirror because looking glass wouldn't... That's too many characters, and that wouldn't fit in my inventory screen. spooky game, Tribal Wolf. I'm so glad you could make it. A telescope is beside the window. A star map is on the wall. Oh yeah, constellations and shit. This must be an observatory. Very observant of you to say that. Also, I think I can just straight up open this scroll. Yeah, he'll automatically read it. I don't have to take it. You've read the scroll. Likewise, he says. Ah, charming. I mean, thank you. Observing the stars, the throne constellation appears once every 5 summers. Legend says that it is a portal to another land. I don't know what the hell that means, but I'm taking it. So I can reference it later. The scroll 5 is in hand. I'm gonna use this telescope and see what it tells me. As you peer through the telescope, you are amazed by the clarity of the night sky. Yeah, it's like not polluted in this area, so you can actually see the stars. Also, what happens if I hit start here? Are you getting it? Thanks for the fucking hint, you asshole. Are you getting it? Are you smart enough for this? It's an ornate carving of a shooting star. The object is made of silver and is extremely heavy? No. Silver is usually pretty light. Anyway, look, you can take the star right off of this map, right? Now, you can look at this shit. It's a map, it's the map of the known galaxy. What kind of astronomers do you think they had back then? You can see billions and billions of stars. Sure. The map seems to be only loosely attached to the wall. Yeah, there's gotta be, I'm estimating there's like a billion. How many dots are on that map? Like 20 at most? No, there's gonna be billions. That's how you simply abbreviate it. Look noggles. Fuck you, Rogue Effect. No pollution, corrosive water. Does not check out. Well, look, they have like dragons peeing in the river, okay? That's how it gets corrosive. This rod is made of cast iron. Well, I will take it. The rod is in hand. Let's go up this ladder. This ladder. You are so captivated by the woman's beauty that you momentarily forget her predicament. Yeah, she's in a scary game. Yes, in the moonlight, she is ever more beautiful. I think if you do any... Actually, you know what? You might be able to speak to her. It doesn't seem to understand what you say. Well, in that case, fuck it. I don't need her. I think if you do anything besides exactly what you're supposed to do, this thing turns into another dog and kills you. But I'm looking for a specific item. There it is. I'm looking for the arrow. A finely crafted silver arrow is not uncommon in the elven lands. Okay, cool, it's silver. That means I can use it on, humans. I don't know. Your aim is true as you plunge the silver arrow into the beautiful woman. I don't have a bow or anything, so I might be either stabbing with it or throwing it. What's up, Fartman? Fart Martin, I see you. Yo, she has a Beyblade. Let it rip. But yeah, thanks for showing up. It's a damsel in distress. She is. Yeah, that is a dress. Anyway, she was a dog all along, I guess. Is this supposed to be a werewolf, maybe? Maybe that's like the hint that it's silver. You gotta use those on a werewolf. The beautiful lady suddenly transforms into a wolf. Can I take my arrow back? You can't take it. That belongs to dog now. Anyway, I'll take this thing. It is a Beyblade. That is a blade that only babes can use. It's some sort of spike that is made of precious metals. Ouch! The tips are as sharp as needles, you dumb idiot. Why did you touch them? Through this portal, you can see the moon hovering over the darker mountains. Some people call it a window, okay? Anyway, we did everything. Answered that riddle for sure. And now I have one more key, do I not? Let's use key 6. That's a 6, right? Wait a second. Oh yeah, I could have taken the mirror from like right outside the room. This is a mirror. That would have helped me solve that riddle. Well, the frame of this fine mirror is laced with silver and gold. I will use it. What do you want to use this on? Self. Nothing happened. Well, that's what I expected. Are you getting it? Like, if you made it this far into the game, I'm pretty sure you're at least getting a little bit of it. You're a vampire. Yeah, Rogue Effects, it didn't tell me that I saw my reflection or anything. It said nothing happened, so maybe I don't have a reflection, which would imply that I'm a vampy vamp. Although the evening air is cool, you're way cooler. For showing up to this live stream and dropping a like, this small circular room radiates a fervent heat. Probably because of the torches, but who knows? As if by magic, it's hot in some areas of the room, but not others. This horn is forged of flawless platinum. I know, because I'm just a connoisseur of metals. Its beauty is unbelievable. Yeah, look how hot that horn looks. I'm gonna take it. Ah, it blew flames at me. A large fireball suddenly appears in the room and causes you to shield your eyes. When you open them, you notice that the fire has changed into something far more menacing. Another dog. I will look at him. The hellhound makes this hot room even hotter. There must be a way to cool the room off before you roast. Is that what it said? Did it say roast? Anyway. Yeah, it makes it super hot. I'm gonna use this holy water on the hellhound. A larger fire. Yeah, I mean, the holy water has sent the hellhound back to the place where it was spawned. Hell. Probably. The flame died out. The room is quiet as though nothing had happened. But we know. That hellhound will live on forever in our memories and living rooms. Anyway, I can take this fucking horn. What happens if I use it? That... I thought it was Gehenna. Oh yeah, you're right. We learned something the other day, Rogue Effect. I'm glad you mentioned that. Now, can I move? Oh, there's a ladder that goes up here. That horn that just played a tune, I don't think that's from anything. It's just a random tune. As you stand on the turret, an eerie blue dragon, blue eyes white dragon, appears in the clear starry sky. This is a beautiful scene. It's a wyvern. Way worse than a wenvern or a howvern. This beastie, this beastie boy, is a distant cousin of a dragon, but it's smaller and fiercer. So I thought the thing about the wyvern was that they didn't have dedicated arms. Like they had maybe hands at the end of their wings, but they didn't have arms that were separate from their wings. Anyway, I'm glad he's a beastie boy. I think what we gotta do is clear our throats a little bit and use this star. The star becomes a flash of light as you launch it. Hadouken, crash! It strikes the wyvern and it explodes into a million pieces. The wyvern is fine though. Oh, never mind. I didn't mean to do that. With a cry, you jump to your death. It takes only a couple of seconds before you hit the bottom with a thud. Whoops, that's pretty sad that just happened. Let's do that shit all over again. We're having fun. I really didn't mean to do that. That was a run killer. But hey, you get to see this beastie boy one more time. I'm happy they called him a beastie. Anyway. Don't quit now, that's the hint. Okay, so I'm gonna take whatever this is. The talisman is in hand. And I'll look. The sky foretells the coming of a great storm. This rather heavy talisman is made of gold and is extremely sharp along its edges. Man, everything loves to be sharp along its edges. It shines with an incredible brilliance, unlike you dumb idiot. Why did you jump off the roof? You're in a room with 2 braziers. Excuse me, braziers. That's how that's pronounced. Okay, so now we can go through this corridor. It's a passageway with 2 arches. It's just like McDolan's. You can't do that. Yes, I can. Oh shit, lightning. From this windy ledge, you can get an idea of the size and strength of the castle. It's a pretty strong castle. Bet it could lift up me. It can at least support me. Anyway, just kind of blazing through this part. This appears to be a mount of some sort, perhaps for a flagpole. I'm gonna use the rod on the flagpole mount. Bap, 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 bap. Suddenly, the sky seems to be on fire as a bolt of pure lightning strikes the rod. You are startled to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole that has formed at your feet. I'm gonna use a torch before mine burns out. But I have to scroll, I have to go all the way back to my first page of items. That's a fork. Look at how detailed this hand is. The skeletal hand? Yeah, that's definitely a fork. A plastic one at that. The wand is in hand. As you take the wand from the skeletal hand, it begins to descend. The hole then closes up as if it had never been. No, or as if it just closed after it opened. Like when you close a door after opening it, do you say like, whoa, that's as if no one had ever touched it? I mean, like maybe, but that's how doors work. Lightning lights up the countryside as you stand on a lookout point. Yeah, look out, don't jump off a cliff again. Anyway, don't touch this thing or, like, there are so many ways to die in this game, okay? So this item that's, like, obvious and conspicuous, if you actually touch it at all, you straight up die. Like, this half of the ledge just crumbles under your feet and you die. And there's no way for you to know that that would happen. As a matter of fact, all of your intuition would tell you, like, okay, well, let's open this fucking thing. But then when you die here, it's like, oh, you fell for the oldest trick in the book. As if you were stupid for interacting with an item that may or may not have, you know, the keys to your victory here. Anyway, just open this bag. There's a big coin and 3 gold coins that I guess aren't that big. I don't think you need all of them, but you need at least the big coin and 1 gold coin. But, you know, you might as well take all of them. Or not, or you just, maybe you should be more efficient with your movement. It's a balcony. I don't know if I need to grab this rod. Can I take it? Will I get zapped? You can't take it. That's dangerous. Okay. Anyway, let's go this way. Oh, you're in a small throne room. A small throne room. There is no such thing. A skeleton wearing a gold crown sits on a throne in front of you. I wonder if you can take any of this shit. Can you take the crown? You can't take it. You can't take it. You know what you can do is I can look at the skeleton. Although he looks dead enough, for me anyway, this royal skeleton sends shivers down your spine. There seems to be something in his hand. Can I open up his hand? Okay, here's the thing though, is there's nothing in his hand. You're supposed to put something in his hand. So that's like a misleading clue, or like a bad translation? Not even this game is never translated, I don't know why I said that. A bad, I don't know, just like a wording error. There's nothing in his hand. You can't take anything from his hands. As soon as you give the scepter to the skeleton, the seal on the pillars lower. You can now see a ring-shaped hole, or as most people call it, a circle. But if that's not obvious enough, you should use the ring on this. The ring fits perfectly. The throne magically rises. By the way, Rogue Effect, that hole emoji is Miss Mumble Zero Mumbles' favorite. What's up, Creeper Ortega? Creeper Ortega? I almost pronounced your name incorrectly. It's like my mouth is moving too fast for my brain. I mean, it is. I'm very tired. But hey, I'm glad you came back. Thank you so much for the sub the other day. Anyway, there's a secret passageway. Nah, I bet a bunch of people knew about this. This hallway is made of large granite slabs. Probably not cut from, you know, by dwarven slaves. Hey, there's more torches for me to take, though. Damn, I got 10 torches. Look at this. I think actually, if I use a torch now, there's like a glitch. There's like a weird glitch that happens where it displays that I have 90 torches, but in reality, I only have 9. Anyway, don't go through this passage. You immediately get squashed by this stone here. And again, I don't know if there's any way for you to know that. It's a huge stone slab. You seem to be wasting your time. Okay, like, I guess if you look at literally everything in the room, you might notice, like, oh, this says there's a stone slab here, but the others, you know, don't have any indication that they can be interacted with. I remember the torchist. Wait, we are supposed to bring you subs to break in? Yeah. Yes, tell your friends I'm great. Oh, you know what I need to do now that I think about it? Let's go all the way back. Now that I have the wand, I can mess with that snake, remember? So let's go all the way back. Good thing we killed that Cyclops. A sharp cold wind. So yeah, you need to travel like all the way back to this room after you get the wand. Where is it? Yeah, it's here, okay. So now I can use, I think it's bottle 2, right? The one that's impossibly light? Yeah, so I can use that on self. I can cross this bridge, because the bridge will break under your weight unless you drink bottle 2, which makes you lighter. And now I can come back to this giant snake. And if I have the wand, I can blast him or something. By the way, I have the wand. It is a wand of sorts. Carved on the side of the wand is a small picture of a serpent. Ah, okay, so that's how you're supposed to know to use the wand. I think Adam Dudley mentioned that yesterday. Sorry, bad joke, KarmaJolt. It's okay, I got plenty of those too. The snake begins to shake, rattle, and roll. Is it just your eyes, or is it shrinking? No, it's... Are my eyes shrinking as well? That'd be terrible. The serpentine statue begins to change. It grows smaller. It grows smaller. It grows smaller and smaller. Anyway, it dematerializes and forms anew as a staff of tremendous beauty. Yeah, look how hot this staff is. Everything's so fucking beautiful in this game. So anyway, this druidic script winds its way around this staff. You can feel power emanating from it. You're supposed to excuse me, princess. Where is this fucking thing? I must have passed it. I'm looking for the blade. You're supposed to use the blade on the staff. Whoa, suddenly lightning begins to flash in the room. Then the golden spike slides smoothly into the staff and locks into place. Where does lightning come from in this room? Anyway, I don't know if you remember this shit, but when we read scroll number 1, it sort of tells you that you have to combine like a bunch of items together. Let's read that shit again. Can I read it? Your hands are still super sweaty. 5 to find, 3 are won. 1 gives access the bladed sun. I think that's talking about the talisman, because you need that in order to enter a certain room. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2 the golden blade. The last to invoke the platinum horn. Okay, so we have the horn, the talisman. Oh, suddenly you feel heavier than you did a moment ago. Okay, I thought it was gonna say that the bridge collapsed under me. That would've sucked. Which way do I go? So anyway, it's telling you that you need 5 items. One is the talisman, we have that. The other is the horn, we have that. And then 3 of them combine to make the Staff of Ages, or whatever it's called. And we have 2 of those. So it's the staff, the blade, and then a silver orb, I guess. The troll says, you must pay a toll of 1 gold coin. Oh, that's the guy I stabbed earlier. You know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm not gonna stab him. I cannot stab him again. I apologize. I could, but he will kill me. Yeah, see, look, he's holding the spear that I threw at him earlier. But if you use or speak the Humana spell, as soon as the magic is invoked, you lose sight of yourself. You're as invisible as the wind. Oh, I just lost sight of myself for a second there. But yeah, you can pass that guy. I think that's the only use for that spell. I think that's all it does. Anyway, it was a very necessary detour. Or backtracking. Don't lose yourself in the moment. The some spaghetti. Okay, so let's go back this way. You are in a dark and gloomy cavern. It doesn't seem that dark. I think these guys will kill you. This stone statue is some 3.5 feet tall and ugly as all heck. It's very cold to the touch. Something tells me I have to do this. Suddenly, the cavern is so bright that you have to shade your eyes. It takes a few moments to regain your senses from the Nova Burst. It seems the gargoyles were also affected and haven't yet recovered from the spell. Okay, so that means I can go this way, right? By the way, not to be a snob or anything, but the difference between a gargoyle and a grotesque is that a gargoyle has water flowing through it. So those weren't gargoyles. Sulfurous fumes rise from the hot molten lava, some 30 feet below you. Swimming would not be wise, ha 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 ha. Yeah, well, I did sort of jump off a building a second ago. Anyway, let's say, another spell, right? I think it's this one. I think I need to use this. Hey. The statue lowers, and a large platform rises out of the lava. You now have a way across. Well, now I can get to and plat from the exit over there. Stalagmites. Ah, fuck. Stalagmites surround this room like the cavernous jaws of a huge beast. Speaking of which, I'm gonna save my game real quick. A quick save. And mess with this. Yeah! You woke the sleeping guard from his beauty sleep. He decides to eat you for breakfast. Frat plum. Yeah, rug effect. That was a typo that I didn't know was there. So anyway, I'm gonna load up my game real quick. You're supposed to do like a specific combination of these levers, and I think it's something like left, middle, left. Nothing happened. The handle returned to its original position. Oh, okay, so yeah, you get, okay, that's good to know that you get basically 3, you have to do like a combination of 3 levers, and it will reset if you get it wrong. I don't know how you're supposed to know this one, but I could have sworn that was it. Is it right, middle, right? Yeah, baby! I remember that shit. Sorta. Scree! The cylinder lifts with a shuddering sound. You're momentarily dazzled as the darkness is lit by a blinding flash. The silver orb is revealed. I will take it, and I'll immediately eat it. The orb is in hand. As soon as you remove the orb, the cylinder closes. I bet I could have just lifted that. Scree is correct, Rogue Effect. 23 is number 1. What is that from, Rogue Effect? Is that an Undertale thing? Wait, what is that from? 231. 23 is number 1. Ocarina of Time. Oh yeah, like the first dungeon, the little the Deku Scrub or the Octorok will tell you that. James Martin, I see you. Look at this turn-based strategy game. I will use orb on the staff. Light cascades through the room as the staff becomes a living entity. The staff's just like, sup. I don't want light cascading here because that beast will wake up again. You know what, Rogue Effect? If I had like 2 hours to think about that, I probably would have remembered. I will move. Okay, you're in a dark and gloomy cavern. Do I have to use that spell again? They're standing guard. I'm Backle. What did I miss? Incredi, like a lot. I think I have the Staff of Wizardry or whatever it's called. The gargoyles seem to be repulsed and confused by it. Okay, so that was probably necessary. So let's move this way. Guys, I think I'm about to beat the game. Oracle of Ages. Yes, that's what it's called. The room seems to be made solely for the purpose of housing the well. I don't know what this door on the left is for, so I'm gonna save my game. What happens when you open this? The door is locked. I don't know if there's any way to open that door. Or if it's definitely not necessary. I don't know what's behind that door, but I can ignore it, I'm pretty sure. The cover of well is opened. Let's make a fucking wish, everybody. I think what I need is big coin. I also got some copper coins earlier that I don't know what those are for. What scary games do you have on tap for October? James Martin, I might play some Silent Hill, but I definitely gotta wait for Scal and George to be here. Majora's Mask? That seems Halloween-y with all the masks. True! That's a good idea. You know what? I have that. Like, I could console that now that I think about it. I really don't know shit about that game, though. It's been a long time since I played it. In fact, I think the last time I played it was with Athena Fox in like 2010. Anyway, as soon as you throw the coin into the well, a huge wind erupts from within it. It reminds you of the small dust devils you see in the autumn months. Well, time to jump down a well. You can't do that. You can't do that on television. I really can't? Yes, I can. It just didn't work when I clicked on it for some reason. That's almost 10 years? Yeah, which you can round up to 15. The swirling winds carry you down the deep well and set you gently on the cavern below. You stand above a beach, looking down upon a river. So, just to reiterate, I definitely combined the 3 items into the staff, right? Power emanates from the staff. The 3 are now and forever 1. Great, okay. I'm gonna use, well, let's look around. The river's water is dead calm. It's calm, dead calm. It wouldn't surprise you if this were the river Styx. Wow. It really wouldn't, huh? You don't suppose this would, this gong would summon like an undead ferryman to take me across the river like it's the river Styx, do you suppose? Holy shit. After the gong sounds, a specter materializes right before your eyes. The ghostly ferryman doesn't look friendly. You hear a faint voice ask for a fare. I'm gonna look at him. The specter is wrapped in tattered rags. You can see a skeleton within the cloak. Just gazing at this apparition is enough to give you the creeps. I mean, like literally everything else in this castle. should have also scared me. Because this game is spooky. Whoa, ghostly ferryman, get his autograph. I'll even pay him for it. The ferryman takes the coin and gestures you to board quickly. This is the guy, by the way, that when you die, like, his face is on the game over screen. That's gotta be the same dude, right? Should have guessed. I am undead, but still need to make a living. Yeah, he does need money. I mean, he's got to go out and buy milk and eggs and shit, just like the rest of us. You climb aboard the tiny raft and soon reach the opposite bank. A stone skull stands against the far wall, screaming silently. This is Dr. Wily's castle. For some reason, you get the feeling you are standing on sacred ground. So, let's look at this shit. The shape of a sword is carved in the left pillar. Crown. Jewel. So there are clearly 3 slots for me to put something. And I'll tell you right now, it's the talisman. It's a polished stone slab with an odd-shaped niche cut out of it. And I think I know which one to put the, You're supposed to put the talisman in one of these slots and then use the horn. I'm guessing if you get it wrong, you die, because that's just how this game works. And I think I know which one to put it in, but, like, I don't remember how you're supposed to figure that out. The throne constellation appears once every 5 summers. Legend says that it is a portal to another land. Honestly, I don't know what that scroll is for. I don't know what that's talking about. But there's gotta be some other scroll that I've got, right? That will tell me... No? I don't know what tells you how to use the talisman here. But I'm gonna save game, because I haven't done that in a minute. I think what you're supposed to do is use the talisman on the far left slot. The artifact known as the Bladed Sun is now secured and in place. Then you blow the horn. The sound of the horn echoes loudly in your ears. Suddenly you hear the sound of grinding rock. The jaw of the skull begins to descend. Hot wind erupts from the mouth, creating the illusion that the stone skull is alive. He's just breathing on you real hot. Oh shit, what is this? The cavern that you have entered is by far the largest your eyes have ever gazed upon. This guy lives here. Need to buy a boombox to drown out that silent screaming from yonder wall. Need to pay for kids' college, too. True. Anyways, a big-ass cavern. James Martin, tell me about the biggest cavern you've ever seen besides this one. Like, just throw out some numbers, like some sizes of caverns. In like a square footage or something. From the depths arises the most powerful creature that has ever existed. The Behemoth. I love that he's pink, too. Your stomach knots up as you stare at this new horror. The beast is indeed incredible. He's just slobbering all over, too. You wonder for a moment how you can defeat such a creature as this. Probably use that staff. Ready? Are you ready to beat the game? I think if you try to hit this guy, he shoots you with his wand. You have to hit the monster with the fully assembled staff. You pray as you raise the Staff of Ages that I thought I had the name right, that it has the power that the prophets claimed. The staff pulsates with power, and a beam of light explodes from it, striking the behemoth. By the way, I just found all the pieces to the one thing that could beat these guys in their own house. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, the behemoth is like, ow, I'm going back, and he grabs the dark wizard to go with him. Lazord, yes. True. I've only been in a Category 1 cavern, says Roguefect. Yeah, what are the categories like? I've seen a billboard of a cavern, as seen some on planet Earth with David Attenborough? Evidently it was big, but the first one was the size of a billboard, and the second one was the size of my TV, so not so big. Poor Dragon. No, he's gonna be fine. He's just mad. He's just mad. The creature screams in agony, thrashing back and forth in great pain. Oh, never mind. Maybe he was in a lot of pain. In his rage, he grabs the Warlock Lord and descends into the depths forever. Yeah, at least he's got a snack. You can hear the Warlock Lord's screams fade into silence. Suddenly, it is very quiet. Except for the music. A beautiful light seems to fill the cavern. The morning sun, you say to yourself. It is over. No, you're in a cavern. I don't think you can get the sun in there. Although exhausted, you lean on the staff of ages and begin your long journey home. Warlock? Vorlock? Rogue Effect, that's a good one. Oh shit! Word of your historic quest has already reached the farthest parts of the land. I was broadcasting the whole time. This guy was just like live streaming on Facebook through his iPhone. Yeah, I'm here in Castle Shadowgate, trying to defeat the Warlock Lord. Also, there's like a creepy princess behind this king, just kind of like peeking out. You are triumphantly greeted as you enter the gates of the royal city of Stormhaven. Moments later, you are ushered into the royal palace where you are greeted by the king. And a couple other guys, I guess. I know what thou hast done, brave one. That's the voice of the king. The world would be dark forever without thee. And everybody would run out of torches. The end. I have a joke about torches, right? That's it? Oh. I was mashing buttons and it wasn't doing anything. You are bestowed a kingdom to rule and the king's fair daughter's hand. But not the rest of her. Just drink bottle 2 and you become lighter. Nice, Rogue Effect. Yeah, I could light any torch. As you leave the throne room, you know that although this quest is over, others await. Yeah, this game is remade in 2014. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing of and new tales to tell. Yeah, they got bored of that behemoth one pretty quickly. The first story's end. Kinda implies that they were going to make a Shadowgate 2. Which they should've. Alright, I swear the game is like freezing on me. Or something. It's not moving. Like, I think there's supposed to be something else here, right? We shall establish a yearly feast in thine honor. Thou wilt be tasked to shoot thine laser yearly to appease the masses. Like, I swear there's more. Did it freeze on me at the ending? Oh, this is a prequel to Bard's Tale, I get it. Or to Quest 64? Yeah, upstairs. It looks like this is the end, but also, I swear there's like a thanks for playing screen after this. So like my game might have legit just froze. You did it! That's true, James Martin. I finished Shadowgate. Which is great because like I'm tired as hell and I think I'm gonna go to bed. I got the King's Daughter's hand. But like what's wrong with her? Like she's clearly trying to hide them from me in this scene. So there's gotta be a catch there. She doesn't have any fingers. She's left to roam the land without a hand. Yeah, but I'm gonna install her hand into my castle and make it so that, like, if you put a lightning rod somewhere, her hand pops up with a little wand and it's like, here, take this. Her hand is just a fork. Anyway, that's the end of Shadowgate, I guess. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me sort of fly through this game casually and very slowly. I think if I'm brave enough, I'm gonna play Uninvited, which is the other game that's like this that isn't Deja Vu. And as I was saying, KEMCO basically ported 3 games from the original Macventure series onto the NES. So there's Shadowgate, Deja Vu, and Uninvited. And I'm very familiar with Shadowgate and Deja Vu, and I've never beaten Uninvited. Mostly because I never had it. I didn't have it, when I was younger. It's hard to find. It's pretty expensive. But that's a spooky game about a haunted house. So maybe I'll play that at some point during this Halloween season. In the meantime, thank you so much, everybody, for watching me finish Shadowgate on the NES. Until next time, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. Get Sean. You spelled his name wrong. Oh yeah, Maniac Mansion. Right, you're right. We were talking about that yesterday, or whenever day before yesterday. All right, take it easy, y'all. Don't get too spooked. But thanks for watching.